I understand where you're coming from, but that's, as the brother right here was saying, that's not what this is about.
Well, no,
not a debate.
Okay.
I'm only saying that under one cause, violence has never turned out anything positive. Nothing. Nothing. The only thing that we can show is nonviolence at all chances. Because the first hint, because I'm going to tell you something, I was here and the guy had a fight and they wanted to make that violent. They're being violent. You know what that was?
Yeah.
There was two drunk people sitting up there fighting.
Yeah, no, that is stupid. That is stupid. That wasn't what I'm talking about.
Hey, Russ, you back?
I just
All right.
just kind of wanted to sort of remind people who've just come into this discussion.
Want to come over here, Russ?
We're talking about a matter that came up in another discussion this morning, the question of whether there should be some sort of on-site identification system. It was quite a controversial discussion when it was brought up because it was part of a discussion, a broader discussion about surviving the winter and community cohesion.
Right.
And it was, that discussion in and of itself emerged from the very real struggle people are having to keep this community cohesive and inclusive. So this was kind of suggested as a solution to this problem. It's now in this discussion right now, it's got sort of tangled up with the issue of violence, which I think is very how do we maintain a non-violent stance? Is that desirable? I can certainly throw in my card to say yes, that's absolutely the way we have to go forward. I just wanted to say something else. It's not just about staking out a space and saying there will be no violence in this space, because I don't think we can expect that to always be the case. There are little scuffles that break out. What I think we can do is say, let's find a different way of responding to that violence. We don't want the NYPD to come running in here and dragging people out because they're having a scuffle. What's remarkable is that we have a mediation team. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but it's quite amazing when you see it in action. You see a scuffle, people just stand in between two people and call mediation. Again, maybe it's not 100% going to work. It's not always going to resolve the problem, but it's just trying to say there are different ways. There are different ways of dealing with community fractures.
I also want to make a point as it relates to nonviolence. Someone asked me, or I made a point to someone recently, if this Occupy movement, if the people in Zuccotti Park who initially came here to occupy Zuccotti Park were African-American males, Mayor Bloomberg would have sent the army down here and they would have shot our asses dead, and we would have been, and the world would have said, good. Many weeks ago, this would have been over. Because the reality is, if we're not nonviolent, if we don't stick together and stay in unity and identify ourselves as a nonviolent movement that is united on the points that we're all adversely affected by a system that's doing us all in, not based on skin color or age or anything else. It's doing us all in. We're all in this together. And the reality is, we cannot violently oppose and overthrow this system. No, the violent overthrow of this system will never work, because it will put the power right back in the hands of the 1%. Look at what Assad is doing in Syria right now, gunning down his people, and the world is watching and nobody's doing anything about it. But the moral outrage that's being risen up in the citizenry and in the people of the world is what's going to overthrow that bastard and all bastards like him.